getting the old... Hello friends, and welcome back to the perilous situation we find ourselves in the beginning of episode number 2. We are playing as the Seleucids. Last episode we managed to strike back at the Egyptians, taking Tyros, Salamis and Side. We have managed to sort of quell the situation up here, and we are working towards combining these into a larger front. Down here we have two armies. We have an army that is coming via sea to garrison Tyros, and then we have our main army which is here. It's headed towards Palmyra, and we're probably going to try and strike at the Nabateans to deal with them. The immediate plan in front of us, if we look at the diplomatic, lot of red. If we look at the diplomatic situation, we have a few potential enemies in the north, but they've not declared themselves as yet. To the south we have Nabatea, and then we have Egypt here on the southern front. They're enjoying one another's company. To the east we have all of our satrapies that are pretty much ready to essentially throw hands. And at this point I think we have one satrapy left in the form of Sardes. There is no one else. So all we have left is Sardes here, sort of slinking its way back towards the sort of Greek holdings. Otherwise there's no one friendly to us. They're all out for blood, they're actually pressing, and we have already lost one of our holdings on the east in the form of Sharax. They are now moving towards Seleukia. We've already defended it once. We've got an enhanced garrison here. The plan here is to try and upgrade this as much as we can, keep them as healthy as we can, and have them hold out whilst we try desperately to end some of these wars so we can send reinforcements east. Here you can see we have got a, let's call them a governor there, and the plan is going to be to get some extra units recruited here and some extra cavalry in the hope that we can hold this. Again, we're hoping that Sardes up here is going to kind of deter anyone else from attacking, but you can't rely on anyone. So we resume, we see what happens, and hopefully by the time we end this episode, which will be longer than the last one, we're going to be sitting here in a much healthier position with a lot less enemies. Now, the first thing we're going to actually do is have a look at who likes us and who we could maybe end some wars with or secure anything with. So Armenia is to our north. We're not looking to upset anything there. We've got non-aggression with them. I wouldn't mind enhancing our standing, but I don't think we're going to manage to pull that off here. So they're for the bin. Macedone's not going to be interested. I'd trade with anyone that will trade with us because it's extra money. And I'd take non-aggressions from anyone that's anywhere near us, because we want to have less wars, not more. Now Athens is here. I highly doubt they're going to trade with us. Exactly as I thought. And again, we'll reorganize this. I love that it keeps changing. Bithynia, I think we'll leave them alone. Galatia, they might trade with us, but I highly doubt it. It's not. This isn't looking very, very good. Our plan to reduce wars here is looking pretty awful. Nicosia, again, they're so far away, I don't think we'll ever actually fight them. But that's fine. Area, we'll just go through the order here. If we can end any of the far-reaching wars, I'm fine with that. The only one here I desperately am not willing to accept any form of peace with, I might take that, is Media. Media, we will be talking about peace with them once we have retaken our town we lost in the form of, I believe it's Shirax at the bottom. Media, we will not be peacing. Parthia, I would entertain the thought. They won't though. And Parthia, I would also entertain the thought. Okay, none of them are up for peace. We're going to dive in here and we're looking for aggression. So, our main army, replenishing outside of Palmyra. They have two armies here that are somewhat replenishing. I think what we're going to do is, are they at least one turn away? They are, and honestly I don't think they could take this with a garrison. I think the garrison could hold them. We're going to move these chaps to here. We're going to land our army here. And we're going to move them to like here. We're going to combine these. Or wait for this. We need to think logistically because we only get one go at this. We could make one large army here. 3 slingers, with 2 slingers here. I've got 1 cavalry, it kind of needs more cavalry. We'll take 2 Sicilians.
You look like you need some more sleep, boss.
Marth, how you doing? It's exactly what I want to hear when I'm about to start another stream. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. I'm actually feeling okay. Don't feel too bad at all. I'm going to do that here and just try and replenish without stressing the local area too much. And then we're going to move these chaps up towards the front line. We're taking a bit of disease and whatnot here, but not much we can do about that. We do have our navy. I'm going to keep them here in port, let them replenish a bit. We can always move them along as a bit of a spotting force. I might actually just quickly move along here and see if we can see any armies that are approaching us. But it looks largely okay. Interestingly, Jerusalem is empty. That's a little bit of fuel for thought there, so we'll bear that in mind. We'll get back into port, and I think other than that we're going to be ending turn. We're in a reasonably healthy position here. We're upgrading Hatra, and I guess we're sort of committing to the defence here. I would be tempted to hire a spy and send them out, but we need a little bit more money. We're going to end turn, hold our breath, and see what exactly is going to happen. Anyway, good evening, Marth. Good evening, Vinsanity. How is one? How is all? Not playing Attila. We're not playing Attila. Should I be? Yeah, fake Macedonians with a massive Persian influence, I would say. And Vin, I think most people here know this. My first ever stream playthrough of any game was... Oh, they've only left one army. Idiots. My first ever playthrough was in Rome 2 DEI, and it was as Bactria, and I think it was like a 300 episode series. Not 300 episode, that would be insane. 300 turns. It just kept running. The first 100 turns we literally spent trying to survive and just not die. It was that intense. We were just getting attacked constantly. We had like one army we could afford. There could only be one place at a time. It was insane. Now we're taking attrition because I believe we had a load of disease going on, which it does appear has now passed. Now the debate I'm having in my head is, do we move for Jerusalem or do we wait? We could recruit a couple more units. Just trying to figure out, do we want these chaps or not? I think we'll take that, we'll get those units and then we'll move down. That's the plan in my head. Right, so here, we're not looking terrible. I'm going to move them to the other side of the town. I'm going to patrol. So the general plan here is we're going to hold this front, we're going to hold the east just now. With as small an army as we can possibly gather. I wonder, do we get some... What are they? Sarissas. I'm going to get one of them, and then I'm going to combine them and just try and reduce our finances a lot. Our food situation's not great, is it? That helps. Faction destroyed. Syracuse. Classic. Okay, Bactria is now at war with us. It's all looking good just now, isn't it? Everything's looking great and dandy, and we're looking smooth and safe. Sardes, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but it's interesting to say the least. I think we're going to play defensively, and then next turn we might start moving. What do they have here? One ship. We're not at full health. We will upgrade the general ship there, and then we will enter. Right. We're doing a little bit of holding our breath. We're being very reactive here rather than proactive. I think the proactive part might start next turn. The real hope is we're going to take Jerusalem and use that as our front line. It's a large fortified settlement. Looking here, one of the problems is probably going to be, as we move for Jerusalem, the Nabateans are, by the looks of it, coming out of the desert towards the west coast to cause some problems, which isn't ideal. But anyway, it was a hell of a first episode. We had loads of issues, but we seem to be past them now. What is this? Oh no, they're alliancing up. Limove, I don't know who that is. I've never heard of that faction. Right, construction complete. We've got a little bit more food coming in, which is good. Epirus has been destroyed. Recruitment's continuing. Financially, we're okay. We're not great. We're okay. Again, we're going to use our navy here to go along the coast and just see what they can see. Sorry, I've got the camera on the little man, just keeping an eye on him there. I don't think he's awake. Okay, so we have a Nabatean army here that is definitely coming towards us. The Heralds of Alatu. I could probably do with a few more cavalry here, I think. Now, I'm pretty sure we could smash them. I'm going to move the lads to this side. And then we're going to do that. So ideally they're attacking the boys there if they attack anyone. I do not like our current food situation, so if we can upgrade anywhere to a fishing port, we're going to do it. It's 6 turns, there's a 1 turn there coming for a tiny bit more food. Now we're in a bit of a difficult situation here because we want to advance and make headway towards Jerusalem, but there's a Nabatean army here and we're going to have to fight them. So let's do this. Do a quick save. It's a much better army than the first one we faced from them. We're going to fight the battle on the battlefield and hope that this loads this time. We're good. We're good. Now, one thing to stress here is we need to win this with minimal casualties because we are marching on a city next, and more importantly a city with walls. So to take that, we're going to need to minimise losses. So we can win this and still lose, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking we have a front line of our pikes and hoplites. We've got some light boys here. I'm going to have them take up the left. And we'll have our slingers in support of those lads. That's the wrong boys. There we go. They're going to be there. They're going to work in sort of tandem. We're going to have our lads here somewhat overlap in the back of the line, but mostly ready to support. And then I think we'll have our treble cavalry line here with our general there. Now, let's move up and try and we'll try and rotate them a little bit. Like that. They're somewhat coming towards us. Okay, interestingly, their cavalry, which is all skirmishers, is coming towards us. So we're going to have to move our skirmishers across to actually counter that. I'm also going to put all of you lads on guard mode. They have changed their mind. Interesting. Right, we're going to let it speed up. We're going to let the battle sort of take shape just now, and then we'll improvise and react from there. They do have some pretty terrible infantry. Again, the problem here is I'm pretty sure we're going to win this, but we need to win it with as low a casualty count as we can. So we're going to have to use our slingers to counter what is essentially all of their skirmisher cavalry, which are meant to be hit and run. So we're going to have to use our skirmishers to counter them, and then our cavalry to counter them charging our skirmishers. That'll do it. Boys are moving up nicely. Got a decent shape about us. Might push their left flank with our infantry and see if we can sort of kick this off, and then maybe push them into doing something. We'll see. You lads can free move to the edge of the tree line, and then you lads, the 2 of you, can move up and fire at them. 2 of you move up and fire at them. Cavalry can just shadow them and prepare. Slagpot, how are you, mate? Any Inter-Miami news? They are somewhat moving away. Interesting. You boys are just going to preemptively charge because I think they're coming. We'll see how this plays out. You're going in there. They are, by the looks of it, already changing their mind, which is interesting. They are going to run, as in fully run. So we'll just charge them, see if we can get any hands on. Okay, they are actually coming fully frontally at us. We're going to brace. You lads are going into phalanx and you're going into pike. You lads are going to charge there. General's going to move there. Cavalry has charged some axemen. I think that's probably okay. Charge there. Charge there. We'll bring them back. You lads, that's fine. 2 of you are going to pull around here pretty quickly, actually. General's going to come here. We might like to just try and break this if we can. We're going to pop an Inspire there. Okay, they're breaking. That's excellent. You lads fire at them. Right, 1, 2 are going to have to come around here. You're going to charge them. Charge them. Charge them. Pull back, lads. Pull back. Right, this is good. That's a good move. We're going to roll round here and try and take out the cavalry, and that way we'll have advantage in rear charging. So move there, form up, if you can. Close enough. Keep moving, and in we go. Okay. We have one general here. Those are axemen. We're going to charge them again. You lads are going to come here, and then we're going to try and move the slingers back towards the body of our army. We just need to be careful because there are spears coming. That being said, we've pretty much dispatched off their cavalry. Those are heavy shot cavalry. Sarissa lancers don't have a heavy charge in them. Let's move you lads back here. You boys are going there. You boys are going there. They're going to roll. You're going to come around here and we're going to get in the back of them. Okay. General, we're going to thread the needle here. And then try and rear charge. Pop a rally because we can. I feel like this is quite an Alexander move. Heavy cavalry moving around the rear of the enemy and sort of out positioning. Okay, you're going to come here. You boys are going to move up and we're going to try and hit them. They've had about 30 seconds to think about getting a break. They've not had a break, but they've thought about getting one. Move back here. Our decent cavalry are going to go there. General's going to rear charge here and see if we can break this. These light lads have done well. They've held the flank here, and their skirmishers are peppering the very light broskies here. Right, you lads can come round. We'll charge there. I think they might actually try and run. Yes, they are. Right, you're going to go in there. You're going to go in there, and we're going to leave one of you floating here. Keep an eye on that. This is absolutely held, as in stupendously held. I am not going to chase down here because I think all we need to do is win. You lads can move up. You lads can charge down. Perfect. You are going to form up with these lads. And then slingers, we're going to move you up and have you shoot, hopefully, at those skirmishers while we run in and try and take out the general. This looks okay. We're going to fold you around. You're going to come here. You lads are going to run down. You lads can come out of your pike formation, move over here. You boys can move over there. Okay, this looks pretty... This looks relatively clean so far. It could be better. It could always be better. But it doesn't look like terrible. You lads can move up. And then you lads are actually surprisingly getting surrounded. We're going to go there. And then cavalry. Our cavalry surrounded. General is there. We should perhaps run down a bit here, but I kind of just want to win this and get through them. You lads are firing at their skirmish cavalry, that's fine, you can form up. You're going to charge in there, you boys are going to form up here, you're going to come here, and we're going to charge them. Looks good. We'll get pikes back into formation. There we go. Okay. Cavalry, come round, deal with them. You lads come round here, you lads come round here. There you go. Pretty chuffed with how this has went. It looks clean enough. Okay. They are coming back towards our rear, which is less than ideal. We do have one unit here that's running. It's our, one of our Cilician levies. So that's a thing. You're going to go there, and then we're going to try and hammer these. I think they might break before they get here, but just in case, let's avert our attention. If you lads that way, you're going to go there, you're going to turn around and come this way. They have decided they actually have stomach for a little bit more fight, which isn't ideal. And then you lads can reform here. I don't like how overstretched they are at the moment, so we're going to re-energize and focus that. They're coming in here, and then we have our pikes. They can get out formation form up there. You lads can come this way, but you are going in there. You lads form up there just in case. Form up there just in case. Skirmishers are kind of at the back and out of it. That's okay. They've done the damage that we wanted them to do there. Let's charge them. They're still active. General, let's go over here. I'm assuming they've done their job there. Okay. Don't think they're going to be able to hold. We're going to move everyone in here and just try and engulf and mop up as much of this as we can. You're going to go there. You're going there. That should be good. Yeah, I think they're going to break before we can fully bring everyone into the conversation here. They are gone. We're going to continue this and just try and mop up as much as we physically can. You lads are going in there. You lads are going to hammer them. You can wait. You heard that, guys. They said gamer cavalry. We're all gamers here. Joe, how you doing, mate? And absolutely, yes. Slag, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I would read about Suarez's checkered past, and he's an easy man to form a dislike for. That's for sure. Big fan of Sarissa Cavalry. I think they punch above their weight, and they stay relevant for longer than they probably should. I would say it's a pretty clean battle so far. We've done pretty nicely here. Casualties have been fairly minimal. We should be in a good position after this. Jerusalem still beckons. Jerusalem definitely still beckons. We'll see if we can try and hit them before they get away. Fortunately, they've gotten away. I think they might escape, though. Might get lucky and hit them just as they're about to leave. It's just some axemen, though, so it's not a terrible time.
Oh,
and we'll take that as a win.
Send in a gamer cavalry. Also, I am of the opinion that Pontus must be destroyed.
Blind, first of all, thank you for the reassuring message about Pontus. Let it be known that we have yet to discover them, but when we do, attention may be diverted towards the north. Leave it with me. Martin, how you doing, mate? And yes, like, that's sort of what I'm talking about, so I get what you mean. Anyway, we've absolutely trounced that army. They've been decimated, and we're still in more or less fighting shape. The problem we probably have is our army's quite well settled to absorb them in the front line with our sort of heavier stationary infantry, and then try and swarm them from the flanks whilst pebbling their skirmishers where we can. I don't know how we'll stand up against the Egyptians in a walled settlement siege unless we try and starve them out. Marth, good night, sir. Early night on a Saturday. The wild days are behind us. Okay, so we're going to kill the captives just to try and send a message here. And then, as you can see, the might of Hercules has made themselves quite renowned. We are going to take Unrelenting Force, and then I guess we're going to go for Strategos Spears, and we'll take the increased missile range, I think. So here, we could technically push them and then try and finish them off and draw them into a battle, but I think we're going to push towards Jerusalem. We're looking okay here, so on that note I'm going to move these lads back towards Tyros and just use them as more of a garrison sort of role. We are possibly going to have a revolt here, so with that in mind, I'm going to... that's our son. I am going to raise our son into an army here and just put him in here as like a governor. And then I'm going to recruit a couple of lads, just so we have a sort of standing professional garrison there. That was a pretty smooth battle. I am fairly delighted with how that just went. We're going to keep our eye on the east here. The north is still a sort of turbulent area, but it's calming. Every turn calms a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, Nabatea have had second thoughts and are, by the looks of all things, retreating into the desert. The problem we have is Palmyra won't be safe until we decimate them, and if we piece them and they stab us in the back like they already have, they can either go and hit between Jerusalem and the north, or they could take Jerusalem, or they could go straight towards the settlement of Palmyra. So they kind of need to be dealt a pretty decisive blow. And of course our civil war protection is going to end that you get in the early game, so that's really cool. Our admiral here, our general, oh okay, that wasn't close to where that camera went. Okay, he is definitely a governor, so we probably want some. That's fine when you're leading an army. We'll take the public order, and then in here we're going to have a... it's definitely a governor, so he's a capable bureaucrat. And then I think we will... I think we'll go for an agriculturist. It makes sense, we've got a lot of farming out in this front. Minus 15 public order is... ouch. That's insane. Minus 16 from military presence, so that's saying to me that we basically need to do that. And they can't patrol for some reason. But that's helped a lot. We could also try and move these lads out, but there's a couple of armies that are pretty close to moving to do something about us, shall we say. Right, we now have a semi-decent defensive force there. We are going to move towards Jerusalem and keep up any sort of momentum we have here. I have all faith that we could absolutely trounce that. I'm trying to fight as many battles in these campaigns as we can ourselves. I'm also going to combine these guys just because worst case we could probably hire some mercs here if we need them, which I don't think we do. And then here I am tempted to march these guys south, but I don't know if we could actually take them with only one cavalry unit. I think they could really run, maybe not literal circles around us, but they could make it very, very, very difficult. We are also in minus food again, so I think we need to patrol here. And the same here. I don't know why that option wasn't there and it disappeared. But if we can get all of these guys patrolling, it's going to help us financially, banditry, income, all of the above. They're all going to be helped. I'm not going to upgrade you lads. Right, our income has been absolutely decimated. Diplomatically, I don't think we've done much else. I am tempted to just assault this, but it's going to be quite a costly battle, I think. It's the archers that are probably concerning me more than anything else. Let's get stuck in here. Let's just wire in and see what we can do. You've yet to try DEI, Joe. Don't you primarily play... Or you, when I watched regularly, you played a lot more historical, didn't you? DEI is the backbone of Rome 2. Slag, congratulations. I am still on the fence whether I get the latest EAFC/FIFA, and the Battle Pass has probably never been more sort of close to being present in my mind. Right, what are we doing here? Where are we assaulting? I want to be relatively close to a gate so that if we take it, we can get our cavalry in and run sort of havoc. I like the idea of assaulting this side, but it's not really the most accessible. So I do wonder... do we hit here and then also attack here and try and just, again, destabilize essentially? We'll have our cavalry float between. General with them, so they're out of the way. We have 2 ladders, right? Which, I'll be honest, isn't a fantastic amount. What's our most throwaway units here? It's probably these lads. They've got a bit of armour. They can do a little bit of work for us. So are these the actual buildings? No, they're not. Okay. So we're gonna deploy them there. They're gonna go and try and get up there. We're going to mirror that probably like here. That being said, we're just allowing several towers to fire at us when we don't have to. I'm going to overstack the skirmishers here. This will be the Cilician wall. And then here we'll have the pikes and hoplites to support. Pretty simple approach here. We're just looking to get in the wall, and if we can and do our best, we're just going to try and overwhelm. So let's go, and then let's oh, they've kind of stacked this side, haven't they? Right, you lads, let's move up and try and draw fire away from the somewhat weakened ladders, because they can get caught in fire. 0 new women's leagues. Did they? They sold themselves to... I did not know that. Well, if there's if I needed more of a reason not to buy it, I think you might have just mentioned it. Like, these lads are basically here to just try and draw fire, and then we're going to try and destroy these whatever unit is that's on the walls. It looks like archers. So again, these lads are literally just drawing fire so that they hopefully do not get shot at. These lads are moving up to the edge of range, and then here we're kind of just hoping that this makes it to the ladder and doesn't burn. So you can go there. Pikes are going to be more at the rear. Hoplites are behind. Again, the general plan here is just to get our cavalry in and try and just take the points and cause havoc behind them and sort of force them off of the walls. We will speed up here because there's not going to be much happening other than the approach to the walls. Again, they're not firing at this, trying to set up fire, so that's kind of a win in my eyes. We've managed to take out a few of the lads defending here. We're going to move these boys up. Bit more attention going on this now, which isn't ideal. That's not ideal at all. How's the other ladder doing? This one's doing a lot better, actually. Do we try and burn the gate? I think we'll just approach this and we'll just need to try and overwhelm this wall. How's this doing? 35%. We should be okay. We're going to turn them off fire at will. It should be okay. They're almost there. I'll move 2 of them up. We're going to move up and try and support the wall. You lads can get in a group. I've almost taken out a unit of archers. That's not terrible, right? Doing quite a bit of damage, actually. They are about to run. We'll change our focus onto these lads now because I think we've made it onto the wall. The fire damage is slowly ticking up. Not much a fan of that. There is Greek spearmen up here now. Have they made it to the wall? They have. Let's get into our phalanx. We'll move up. You lads are going up there, right? Yes. No damage on that one, so we should get in there. Here we're trying to use our slingers to just dwindle down any numbers where we can. Lads are climbing the wall. It's slowed in terms of damage. You lads can just throw what you've got, and you lads can throw what you've got. Although at the looks of it, they're actually going up the walls, aren't they? They're going to go up the walls. They're going to go that way. Oh, sorry, the little man's just woke up. Be right back. Sorry friends, the little man had woke up. I was just moving him through. Seems all good now. Right, you lads need to just hold the wall until we can get some reinforcements up, which are slowly coming. You lads just need to pierce the wall and try and draw in some of the infantry, which you are doing. That's native townsfolk, so they should make an absolute mockery of that. And then I'm just going to quickly do... Well, I was going to guard mode it all on, but that doesn't seem like an option. We'll move the pikes up a little bit closer. Cavalry, I'm pretty sure it's going to be here that we get through first, so we're going to move them a little bit closer, but not too close. You lads can start firing there. Or do I move them there, anticipate it and fire there? You lads can move up, take your time. How are you doing up here? Casualties are mounting, but we've got a bit more of a foothold and we're going to charge them to this side. Ideally, the second unit's coming up, which they are. They're going to go this way. And then the third unit, they're going to climb up and we'll just get them to try and get on the walls. I am a little bit tempted to try and burn the gate with what we have here. So we might just do that. We'll see. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be bad slag, track record wise anyway. These lads can't go up yet until these lads are up there engaging. These lads are up. We've almost actually, we've almost wiped this area and taken that gate. Our first unit on the walls is down, that's kind of par for the course. Next one's going up here. You lads, ideally you go that way. Are we really losing to native militia here? We're going to do this just now, just so we're facing both sides and they hopefully do minimal damage. Move our pikes up just to try and draw a bit more attention. Here, I'm just letting the slingers sort of do what they want to do. You lads, can you try and burn the gate? No? No, we can't. Interesting. On me! Slingers! They can burn the gate. Interesting. You guys can fire it well then. How are we doing here? This is looking okay, I guess. You lads have taken that. Let's move here and we'll try and neutralise the gate here. You lads can reform yourselves and just fire at whatever you want. Up here, lads in the wall have broken, unfortunately, but we have a unit of actual Seleucid hoplites coming up. That shouldn't be a bad thing. You lads can get ready next. You lads can get ready next. So we'll get them up as quick as we can. Might honestly just move the pikes up and try and burn that gate to get through. Again, I think as long as we put as much pressure on them from as many different sides as we can at the same time, that's probably the aim here. You guys can't burn that. Why is that? Never understood that one. They haven't used their ammo yet, which is a good thing, I suppose. You lads are on the wall, you lads are on the wall. So they are actually getting wrecked here, so we're going to move up and try and help them. We're going to go there. I'm going to bring our general up just to try and encourage some of the units that are here. Then our second unit is coming up the wall, so they're going to go that way. You lads are going to go that way. Oh shit, they've came out. Can we run in here just now? Nope. Okay. It's worth a chin scratch there. We'll see. Debate that. They should get wrecked here, I think. We'll move into a position where we can hopefully get up. That's fine. I think this is the weak point where they're probably going to cave first. We're going to rally and just move closer so that they shouldn't be able to hit our general with any skirmishing. Here we're looking actually very good. We're going to move these lads round this side. Are they routing? They are. I'm going to move them here, and I think we might try and bring them down here and just draw some of the enemies away. You lads have actually held heroically. We're going to pop you there, and then you lads are going that way. You lads are almost out of ammo. Can we get through here now? No. No, we cannot. It's fine. We'll just hold them there. Cavalry can move up. Right, I think we'll get a little print screen for the for one of the VODs. Like the look of it. There's some vibes at play here, is what I'm saying. Right, you boys are getting up the wall. You're going to go that way. You lads have actually made that up first. You've gone that way. We just need to either capture or neutralise this gate so we get the boys through. Get them there. Do we go up the walls or do we wait so we... Maybe you boys get around here then. They're definitely contemplating coming out here. Whether they do or not, I don't know. Light hoplites are more holding the corner. You lads are pushing the advantage. I'd like to get round and trying to either neutralise or capture this tower. I don't think that would be a bad thing at all. We've got 2 units here on the wall, and we're going to push for a third, I think. Right, you lads... Oh shit, we lost a... No. We're just doing funky stuff. You boys are going to move there, and we're going to just try and burn that. But I'll try and move them into a slightly more favourable position. Let's go, boys. They're coming round. Right, okay. Wall-wise, we're not looking awful there. We're going to grab one unit, ideally the one that's got the most men there. We're going to move around and try and neutralise that gate. I could be wrong after all. It'll be the other gate that we take first. You lads, we need you to form up here, and then we're going to try and put you down there and engage them from the flank. And we could do maybe the same here eventually. But this is looking interesting at the moment. Right, you lads, let's get you down here if we can. This always takes a little bit of time to get down the tower here. Look how badass that guy looks with his big ass spear. Come on, boys. There they come. We're going to do that. That way they're engaged. You boys are engaging them. You boys get down. We'll keep them up there and engaging them, and then you boys can engage them. Need that gate to come down. Need that gate to come down. This gate's getting lit on fire, but it's not quite there yet. You boys are going that way. You boys are going that way. Right, we are slowly capturing this one. We're going to move the... I'm going to move the boys down here. I think it's more important to secure the gate than anything else. Right, these lads are probably going to have a rough time, but they're also going to draw them into combat, which isn't a bad thing. Here we should be slowly picking them off as they try to come up, which is what we're going to stick with as the aim here, and then there we're going to keep engaging them. We have quite a lot of men ready to come in here should they get the chance. I am going to bring the slingers in because it's mostly just more meant to add pressure and confusion to the situation. Most of these boys are now down, so we're putting pressure on them from the flanks. I'd ideally like them to rout so that we can push in from here, but I also want to go and neutralise that tower. Such a dilemma. Gate is about to be captured just as we're lighting it on fire and it's burning to crisp. You boys can go there, you lads can... I guess we could go take care of the archers. This one's almost taken. As soon as we take this, we're going to move and try and take this point. There is some skirmish cavalry coming, which isn't ideal. Yeah, I think we'll go try and take care of them. You boys get into phalanx formation. And then we'll hold. They are very stupidly just charging me. They shouldn't do very well charging into a phalanx, but I've seen Rome do weirder things. They have actually broken there our light spearmen. Good evening, Requin.
Evening, Governor.
How are you, mate? Requin, I have went back and been playing a little bit of Ultimate General Civil War, and that game always reminds me of you. P.S. Thank you for 54 months, big man. Really do appreciate that. Wait, can we burn this now? We can burn this now. Okay, I'm not going to pretend to understand the whims of this game, and it turns out we were wrong. We're going to pull the cavalry back around here. Probably, in fact, you know what, general as well. We'll pull them around there and we'll try and get stuck in here. These boys are making light work of the archeroonies. You lads have almost burned the gate to a crisp. Marky! Yeah, I've never played that one, Rec, but it's on my radar. Mark, welcome back again, mate. I appreciate you using the Prime here. How goes life? How goes the driving? What's been occurring? Can we get through here now? We can. As it's burning to a crisp. Some laugh. Right, let's move these lads over here and we'll take this tower. That's been one of our sort of outcomes here. We've got pikes coming through to reinforce. We're going to get them there as quick as we can and just try and take the pressure off because these lads are fighting on three sides, which isn't ideal. Our Seleucid hoplites are having a hard time with those native militia, which isn't ideal. And our cavalry is hopefully going to pour through very soon. So I think our divide and conquer, if we can call it that, approach is starting to pay off here. We just kind of need this gate now, which we're going to capture before it. Oh, these boys are in trouble. It's not looking fantastic. We're going to take a lot of casualties here. But this is also the battle that will push Egypt in a position where we can... I wouldn't say negotiate, but we can hopefully stomp them out, shall we say. Pikes get into formation. We're going to move up and we're going to try and help these lads take the pressure off them. Can you reform? The native militia's coming. Our pikes are there. At that point, we take the hint. We get these guys moved backwards. And then our cavalry, once they're through, we'll get them hopefully running riot in here. The general is unfortunately some phalanx infantry, which isn't great. Working loads for Thailand. Oh, you're going off to Thailand, Mark. Nice. You could have got the zoo. Not a bad day out. Expensive though. Very, very, very expensive day out. I've not been in years, so I'll be honest. You lads come here. You lads are engaging there nicely. We're going to move you lads here, and we're going to try and rear charge these lads and just break them. Let's do that. And we'll come here. But yeah, it's also funny playing again Ultimate General, that is Rec, and having so much more of an appreciation and understanding for some of the troops and how to use them and best utilise them. It's one of the things I've been really enjoying about it. I almost never use melee as well unless it's like an absolute breaking moment. Do for a date day. It's not terrible, man. It'll be a good time if you're going on like a sort of date. There's plenty to talk about. Look at those two animals shagging. Oh, the banter. Right, we're going to try and draw these guys into the open here, and then hopefully we'll rear charge them with double cavalry on two sides. They are not sure where to look, which is great. We're going to leave the general there. You lads are going to form up here. And then the two of you are going to come here. And the plan is to converge from all sides and just slam into them. Our pikes are moving up. They're just going to take position and try and capture this. You lads can take up position there. I don't think they know where to look, which is the plan. They are currently looking that way. So let's go, gentlemen. Let's go, gentlemen, and let's go, gentlemen. Do we charge them as well? Native townsfolk. Yeah, we'll do that. I think they're done. Yes, they're done. So let's do that. They are how you say les fins. No, I think they take them back after a successful breeding. We're gonna win this, I think, on the whole score ticking and all that sort of shenanigans before anything else. Pikes here are fine, you lads. I don't think we've fully lost any units yet, which is good. But I'm not entirely sure. These lads are surprisingly still in the fight. Which honestly I really didn't expect. Let's move up here so we can still use our cavalry should we need them, and we'll get our pikes moved to probably here. If we can draw them in, we can use our cavalry to our advantage here. I'm very surprised they're still fighting here. I won't lie. Very, very surprised. I'm going to move these lads down here and see if we can just try and capture this gate. They are almost ignoring our boys here. They're not now though. Let's get into the pike wall. We'll do that. Right, good. They've been drawn into Le Combat. We'll get our Sarissa boys to over this direction. Probably down here first and then there. And then we'll keep our two companions here. They have changed their mind. In that case, we will move up and continue trying to entice them. Looks like we're going to have an actual fight, not quite to the death, but to the sort of last man here in Jerusalem. Again, I wonder, I know historically Jerusalem, there was a massive fight all the way through and into the temples. Fortunately, you cannot garrison them here, which is kind of sad. But Basscore Live, how you doing, mate? Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you playing? Tell us about yourself. Appreciate the raid, man. I see a Rome emote. I feel happy inside. I already think you're a pretty, at least okay person. So that's cool. You were playing DEI as well. Very nice. Very nice. Which faction? How hefty was the old mod list? Let's rear charge them and let's prepare a rear charge here. Right, they're committed. They're gonna crumble. They're gonna crumble like a dry biscuit that's been left out the packet. Look at them fade away. They're gone. That's it. Right. I'm hoping we didn't lose any units there. We did lose almost a third of our army. The kills obviously outweigh the losses, which is a good thing, but it looks like we might have lost 2 units. They were the light spears, so maybe that's okay. Terminatus, how are you? By the way, Raiders, if you are new here, I've been streaming like, is it 6 years now? Some long ass time.
Well, hello.
Oh no, god, here's
Wow,
General.
wows, wowies, wows, 55 months, wowies, wow, wows, kuva japaya dole penis. I'm running out of jokes.
Thank you, I think, General. You interrupted our welcoming in of new folks, so that's really cool. Really cool. That sounds interesting, man. I would still say our most interesting campaign we've ever done on stream was when we played as Syracuse, and we literally spent about 150 turns just defending Sicily against both Rome and Carthage, who I believe ended up allying against us, which is something I'll never forget in terms of gaming. We are going to get rid of that. We'll keep that. That is us now with a new settlement here, which is not a bad thing. So the plan is, Governor in here, turn us into our new front line, push Petra. But first of all, hello Egypt. Are you... No, you're not interested in that. Well, that's that then. But yes, friends, I started streaming about 6 years ago in Rome 2 DEI with Bactria. Long ass campaign. And we sort of play one campaign a year, and this year it's Seleucids. So this playthrough has only just started. There is also links on the YouTube front if anyone wants to check it out and get caught up. We had a disastrous first stream with some tech issues that we managed to sort. If you would like a link to the YouTube, it's just !YouTube. Otherwise, we primarily play strategy games here with a little influx of pretty much anything at times. Rome got down to 3,500 population. Damn. So you were struggling to pump out new armies, to say the least. Terminatus, thank you very much for the old follow. I assume, and to assume is to make an ass out of you and I, but I assume that you are a Warhammer fan. And Baskour, I appreciate the follow from your good self as well. Thank you, mate. Have you been streaming long? Okay, we are pretty low in food again, which is going to be a pretty consistent problem, I think, until we manage to secure our fronts and perhaps get rid of a few armies. I am a little bit tempted to get rid of our navy now. I might do it in a blaze of glory here. Let's do it. That doesn't seem right. Well, I'm not that suicidal, am I? I'm not just going to kill one of our characters for no reason. So, let's bring them back to port mode. Yeah, we'll get rid of them. Disband. And our food and our income are all of a sudden much, much better. So that's nice. Okay, Tarsos and Antiochia are fine. Edessa is kind of okay. Got 2,000 to spend, and I'm not going to spend it just because we can. We're about to get rid of that, and then we'll need to resurvey. This has given us some grain and extra replenishment as well as supply, which isn't a bad thing for the desert. I think we're going to spend a turn replenishing here, and then we'll maybe look towards Petra and see what we want to do there. There is almost no decent recruitment options here, so we'll take some light boys. And we'll upgrade some Cilicians. That'll get us back to a full roster, and then we'll look towards Petra. I kind of don't trust them to peace. Whereas if we take Petra, we take Petra, we've got an incredibly strong front line here against the Egyptians. Oh, we can do another edict now, and I think we'll do it here, and we'll go for, we need food, so we don't want to use food for anything. Let's go for a simple tax rate. 4 food minus 25. Yeah, I think we'll go for the food and the growth. I think it probably makes the most sense. Yes. That shall be the plan. Starting in August, doing the Rome campaign and do co-op Hoi 4 with... Oh, you do co-op Hoi. Modded or vanilla? We have we've been known to frequent Hoi from time to time, shall we say. But it's a funny old world, the old streaming, isn't it? Although mileage may vary if you've had... I've got quite a lot of the titles, so that sounds very unfortunate, Requin. Media are coming back towards us. That's really cool. Really enjoy that. Admech. You only have 70 hours. Ah, right. You've barely scratched the surface then. There's a lot to do in Hoi. That's for sure. The Punic Wars has fallen. Okay, well, you know what? It's nothing to do with us. Tyros has a rebellion. That's not ideal. Legal documentation is done. Extra. Okay. Research of technology. Apparently we did that by accident, so that's cool. I think our son here can lead against the rebels and take... Am I missing something here? We won this, right? I'm very confused, so I'm going to fight this. Unless I really am under... I mean, I know the enemy's general unit is very good. But the other two are just, like, peltasts. I don't... I didn't want to fight this, but... Here we are. You lads are definitely holding fire and staying behind, and the cavalry's going there. We're going to move up the hill. You guys can go their cavalry there, right. They are skirmishers, so our cavalry will delete them if they get the chance. Let's try and draw some of them away. So they're going to go there. They're going to go there. Again, we're going to try and draw their attention away, so that's interesting. They're going to go there. They're going to go there. I need to remember this is our son, so I can't be too sort of reckless with him. I'm very tempted to charge. And the problem is they'll definitely be able to counter-charge us here. Oh, let's move towards them and see what they do at least. They're running, they're moving towards us. We'll go that way. They're kind of reforming pretty well. Let's just leave that. We'll move you lads there, you lads are going there. Cavalry's coming this. Did we lose anyone? We lost 2 men. Ouch. That should be. Oh well, they've really left themselves exposed, which I'm perfectly okay with. You're going to go there, lads. You're going to go there, and we're going to charge them. They have absolutely shat the bed here. That being said, we've not exactly got a great charge here, have we? Need to make sure they do not get stuck into us. Although, that being said, we can just charge them. You lads can move up, which is what I think we're going to do. Let's go that way. They're done. This way. Need to be careful they don't rear charge us or anything. That being said, if they turn around and come to face these guys, they're going to be up shit creek. Which I'm okay with. We're going to move you there and go that way. You lads are going to hit them and sort of pin them. You lads are going to move here. We'll skirmish them the second they look away. Both their skirmishers are going to be gone here. We're dragging these lads who are running away from us into combat. Are they coming towards us here? Are they changing their mind? Yeah, this is done. The AI was just drunk. The other thing is, though, we might need to try and win this quite handsomely here for it to be an actual win. In general, we probably want to run down Light Spirit. There's nothing to worry about this fight. The game is definitely on the bev. Right, you two gentlemen are going to come here, and then we're just going to try and engage them and wipe them from existence. General can run down and hopefully take out as many of them as we can. Right, let's see this. So, they're kind of facing the other way. Let's skirmish them. Let's do that, and then we'll get you guys. Yeah, we should do a decent bit of like armor damage here. Took a couple of them out here. So this way, I think the general surrounding charge here could probably end this. They have just popped an ability though, so I don't wanna rush into this. Again, I can't imagine you lead a revolt against a new takeover in one of the settlements that you lived in, historically speaking, right? That's unfortunate. You're standing there with your best men around you that you trust, and you've slowly watched the rest of your army dissolve in the desert into a pile. I can't imagine how you feel. Right, let's move in and close the trap and leave it open for our cavalry. This is the weak link, this side. They've changed their mind. Let's just do this. I don't think they can stand up to this. General's going to come in here and be ready. We'll pop an inspire and whatnot when we get close. I think they're done. There could be some casualties here, but I think this one is done. Yeah, the casualties are adding up. I think they're taking more casualties than we are, and our units are dreadful compared to theirs. I appreciate you lurking here, Terminatus. Much appreciated. General, could you exclamation mark YouTube if you don't mind? I think the command works for other people, but I honestly cannot remember. Oh, it did work. Excellent. Maybe it's just mods. If anyone did join us in that raid and want to see more Rome content, that is the link for it. I am editing together VODs there, very loosely, I should say, but we are editing them together into a more coherent episode to watch. And Discord worked as well. Excellent. And both those links are still correct, I believe. Right, we're looking to more fatigue them here, and then the plan is going to be to pull out these units one at a time and allow our cavalry to come in and do some work. We are going to take casualties doing this, but we want to make sure that these guys are not enjoying themselves, which they are definitely not. We're going to use our general to actually charge this time, whilst they're sort of somewhat in an open position. I think they're going to be screwed here. That's the one. That's them done. Thank you. We'll pop a rally because we can, and they are done. There we go. I'm going to continue this because we want to kill the revolt leader. Which we should. I mean, no human should make out of that as an enemy alive. There's no way. Enemy general? Okay. Close enough. Right, we lost 61. Again, the auto-resolve was just off there for me. It didn't make sense. Anyway, sorry, let's read that message, General. Sorry, the Seleucids I had read recently after Hannibal fled Carthage to escape the Roman bounty. He found himself in the Lost Empire. At one point he met Scipio Africanus. Alexander near his Paris and the third himself. Of every other general. How do you know that? Were you there, General? An unusual battle there, where there was no friendly fire on either side. You almost never see that in Rome 2. You weren't there, General. Spooky pear tree. He was there. Anyway, it's nice dealing with revolts where you're sort of provincial armies rather than having to deal with them. We will kill them and just hopefully they're still alive. Surely we can chase that, right? Good. What's also nice here, though, is we're getting some nice experience for our general, like leading. Supposedly, according to him. Yeah, you gotta get spooky pear tree, man. And our son has now leveled up, Antiochus II. He's retreating back, and what we're going to do with him? We've got a tradition there. I think we'll make them defenders. It makes the most sense roleplay-wise, because that's what they've been doing. We'll go for movement range and public order. And then in here, taking a boy to guard your baggage whilst you fight is just common sense. We'll go for trophy hunter just now, and then in here, I feel like military logistician makes sense, and ferocious warrior. We don't need to be quite so focused in terms of his development as to what we want to do. So his personality, he is agoranomous. Honestly, should be enforced on all things, even market haggling. It's not terrible. Gifted leader, and he's histrionic, sentimental, and he's flamboyant. Interesting. I like that. We're going to get him married because he's our son. What's his wife like? He has a wealthy wife who's loyal, extra tariff from... Excellent. That's not a bad thing. We could also get her married. And our other daughter was married to Magus. Could marry her again. Let's do that. Right. Married Cardamenos. Okay. Right. Okay, we're going to pop another... I like just saving it different increments. Just so we've got a couple of saves that are constantly there to keep us on the safe and narrow. What is the best faction? Oh, Baskor, you're asking a very, very, very different question, mate. That will vary in answer each day. So, if you ask me, Rome has to be in the conversation. I actually really enjoy Bactria, just because they're quite a challenge. I also honestly like Macedon. I do like Macedon. What's your favourites, Baskor? What did I told them about? What's past benefits? 150 years period. I felt like that's what they would have said, Requin, right? Anyway, we've taken Jerusalem. I'm delighted with that. We can build here. I'm going to build a subterranean aqueduct just to try and keep this place healthy. And then honestly here we want to get some growth in there so we can build the same here and keep that. And then it's just going to be a constant development thing if we can. Again, they are definitely coming this way and they could actually attack us and siege us this turn. So that says to me that we do unfortunately have to do this now, which is going to impact our food and our income. They're probably going to hit us this turn. And thankfully, this is one of the most fun easily one of the most fun to defend. Right, we're fine there. Odessa's looking okay. I think we might try and save some money and get a spy here so we can at least try and look at what they're planning on doing. Other than that, a little bit of success there. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We're replenishing there. We're going to leave the boys there and we'll in turn. How are you, though, Bonge? What's been going on with yourself? It would be nice and easy to start, so I chose them. It's been fighting for survival. Who are your big threats, Baskor? Rome was normally a bit of a neat. Sparta's at war with us? Didn't realise we're at war with Sparta. So there we go. We got some money for it. They paid for the insult. You've never done Bactria. Bactria is good fun, it's just very fucking Galatia. Hopefully Sardes join us. They have, good. Now, unfortunately, I was about to say they can come straight over the border and hit us pretty hard here. I actually think they've came over and hit Sardes pretty hard. Are they assaulting us straight away? No, they're not. And oh, this is a campaign of onslaught. We're literally getting pushed on every single side just now. Right, what are we doing here? Because side's in danger. We'd have to hire mercs if we want to try and defend this, which is very unfortunate. The last thing we needed here was more war, more men that are coming at us. Carthage Emperor saw the Spanish attack me right at the start. Have you been able to piece any of them out, Baskor? That would probably be a good move for you. We're going to go for Hunty just to try and safeguard our income. Nikon's leveled up. Lyra, peace negotiate with Sardes and Sparta. Our son's leveled up. Right here, I think we're going to go with replenishment, Master of Scouts, and I honestly might do Mirth. I like a titter. Maybe not. We'll upgrade Rightful Sovereign because that's kind of his thing. That's what he does. And then here I'm definitely going with the experience and upkeep and whatnot. Cunning. Take that and experience and movement. Right, good. So Jerusalem is going to be safe in a few turns. Nabatea is going to be a problem here. The question is, do we reallocate our sun up towards Tarsus and side? Because Sardes, I think, did they just lose this place, or is that... We can't really afford this fight just now. Yeah, they've taken that from Sardes. They're not going to piece us. Right. Armenia, I'd love to secure more relations with you because you are only across the border. And I can see them also joining the Backstab Committee soon. Right. Again, I'd just like to end some of these wars. We don't need all of them. There's some we're not going to fight anytime soon. So I need to check this for peace of mind. Because once you end a few wars and then the AI realises, oh, we maybe shouldn't be messing with them, it's a better time. Galatia's not interested, are they? No. Okay. Media, I can't bring myself to peace them. And then Sagarta, whatever they're called. They're not going to piece us either. Right, we're gonna hit the point now where we have to decide what our priorities are enemy-wise. So this army's probably got the most chance of actually allowing us to counter anything negative here. So where can you guys move to? You can move in. Okay, you could meet them. So maybe we move these lads to here, and in moving we move them over and transfer the troops. That way we've not actually had to pay to recruit anyone else. And our son can move towards Palmyra, which is probably more of a priority at the moment. That is going to revolt again, though, if we do that. Oh, man. So the question remains, do we push towards Egypt to try and peace them? Past the Alps to get a border and breathing space, but I'm not here to just talk. Ah, man, it's cool talking. You were talking about Rome, Baskor. Don't be daft. We're talking about playing this game. You're not just sitting there shagging your arse for no reason. You're talking about something relevant. How does this look? I hate fighting these guys in the field. That being said, they have almost no cavalry. I'll give it one more turn, and then if they don't attack us, we'll attack them. Okay, we've got a semi-decent food income. Here we could recruit some more units, and then we're going to have to go and take it to the Galatians. So, do we get some more hoplites? Get 2 of them. I wonder, did I get some skirmish cav? Cavalry's probably our weakest point here. So I think we maybe get another Sarissa. Get some more slingers. But you just need bodies here to head up this way and get involved. Chances are we're probably going to lose side here. We maybe just need to accept that and then rally our defence from Tarsus round. I am going to do something I don't normally do, which is I'm going to set a war target and do that. I don't often use this in the campaign. For just is that when he goes something like the rest wasn't that important, so I'm not going to waste my time talking about it. Yeah, I mean it's literally the Seleucid start is a fight for survival, start to finish. Right, recap. Whoop, line under just now. Plans. I think we have to take Petra, and once we take Petra, we can further decide what's next. I think to do that, though, we might need a spy that we send towards here so we know what's coming. We need to stay out of the town as well, just not to overstress supply and public order. These lads have been sent north, so we will have an army to fight here, and then we just need to try and hold the east if we can, although I don't trust the Armenians. Oh, Sila has an unassigned skill, apparently. Or spy, or dignitary, sorry. +2 public order, fine with me. Here, upgrade the tax rate. Upgrade the tax rate. Excellent. Ministry upkeeps. Ministry land recruitment. Oh, that's fine with me. End turn. Question is, are Media going to attack us and fight this siege? If they don't, I think we might have to sally out next turn before like another army or anything like that appears. Interestingly, Egypt does have a navy flying about the sort of Greek peninsula, which is interesting. Hopefully we don't need to deal with that. Oh, no. Okay, I see. We have an allied army that's close enough here that they're doing us a favour. I am not going to fight this. I'm going to auto-resolve that and quite happily take that there. We're also going to kill as many of them as we can. That might have just ruined them. Shoutouts to Sardes, by the way. I tried to get Peller. Baskor, I appreciate the suggestion of roleplay, but I think our current roleplay is a nice, simple response to what you've just said. So if anyone is unaware, which is more on the YouTube side, Baskor Lives came in, and he's just said to me, I think you should roleplay and try to get Pella ASAP to claim the Macedonian throne. Our current mindset is one word, and that word is survive. So we'll wait just now. I am going to hire, sure. Warning, protection. Okay, how bad's a civil war looking? It can't be bad already. 0%, fine. Right, this army is going to continue north, and we're going to move them towards Mazaka. We are probably going to have to spend some money here and have them recruit if they can. Now, the question is, do I think Jerusalem could defend itself? Probably not. But I think if we get our son into here, I've got faith in our son, and then we recruit. Well, the thing is, we can't really afford to recruit many units. We're all. Oh, they've got a second army coming. Well, our hand's being forced. We're going to have to fight this. It doesn't look great. We're going to bring a second army though if we don't fight this. So we have to. How does this look? Oof. The cavalry is going to be in overdrive here. This is going to be a big fight. Right, I'm going to run to the bathroom whilst this loads. Be right back. Okay, friends, we are back. No, I ended up getting another rum, and I was just speaking to my my good lady. Do we want this? I know there's probably something here we could use to our advantage, but I'd rather just go dry. So I think we're going to use the tree line. I do wonder if they're going to come at us or not.
Troops at awaiting orders.
Let's see.
Group ready and awaiting orders.
They are. They are kind of. Now I would say here, we want to win this battle with pretty low casualties because they're coming back at us. Like, this isn't a one fight and done sort of thing.
Quickly now.
Let's get the cavalry over here.
Citizen cavalry. Orders.
You guys go there.
British
Then
ready.
you lads can come here. We do need a bit of urgency here because we need to form up. Are they actually closing the gap? They are. So Marky, I was competing at St Andrews Highland Games this year. And I won a bottle of, I think it's called like Reaper's Spiced Rum or something along those lines. It's pretty great, honestly. I am going to... Do I really want armed natives? I mean, I suppose at this point, this is the defence of the city we're talking about here. I probably do want every man I can get, right?
Your orders. Orders. Ready. Your orders.
So you lads can... make your way over here. We'll do that. You two can come here and form up. I think that's pretty much everyone here, right?
Missiles ready and waiting. Orders.
Got some archeroonies here. They can do that.
Ready and waiting. Ready for orders. Citizen cavalry.
I've got a different... I might go and try and take out some of these guys in the wings. They've almost no cavalry, so I should be probing and causing problems just now, I think. Right, melee wise, we have 5 units that I would rely on somewhat in a fight, and then there's everyone else. So they're going to go there. We're going to move you lads in there, and you lads are going to go that way. They are very light melee infantry. They're medium spearmen, so we need to be a bit more careful with them. We need to be careful here a little bit. They are forming up and trying to decide what to do. We'll put you there and maybe charge them if we can get a good angle on them. We're not really going to get a good angle, are we? This is why I hate fighting these guys. Okay, they're coming in. That's good for us. We're going to rear charge you. You're going to come this way. We also need to... I'm just going to... I normally don't pause when I'm fighting, but I haven't fully organised this army yet. That's a bit of an oversight on my part. So you lads are going to be your front here. You're going to do that. Archers. Some of you are shooting. Not enough of you, but some of you are. You lads can go here, and then we'll do that. And that's their army sort of fixed. We are going to need to manoeuvre a bit here because these guys are going to cause problemos. Let's inspire here. They're almost gone. They're being hit from multiple sides. If we can collapse this flank, that's a win. Not care what anyone says there. Balance. Defensive formation. Phalanx. You lads are going to get hammered with skirmishers, aren't you? You lads here. Our archers, yeah, we're going to need to rely on our cavalry to do a lot of work here, I think. Right, you lads can pull back and refresh. You lads can make sure that they're not coming back, so they're actually a decent unit. Then we're going to fold round and try and kill this general. He's very heavy missile cavalry. It's a bit of a mismatched labelling there, isn't it? Hate tree lines. Yeah, I mean, they can be kind of frustrating, but I mean, here they're probably going to be a bit of an asset. We're going to have to continue as often as we can collapsing this line, I think. You guys need to be a bit more sensible in your chosen targets. We're going to move these guys round, so we just need to keep pressure. Here we're going to do this, and then you lads have collapsed this side, so that's good. Move you here, move you here. What are they? Very light melee, that's fine. One of you there, one of you there. Cavalry pull out and go there. Front line is holding as it is just now. You lads can come here and we'll prepare. You lads can go there. You're going there, you're going to charge them. Let's just charge them and try and disrupt them. You lads should be fine there. You're going to come in here. Again, the general plan here is collapse this and kill as many of them as we can. I also really need all of you on guard mode. Right, this is looking good here. Again, we need to continue. The cavalry is going to be worked hard here. So that's good. You lads are doing fine. You lads pull out and reform. Right flank, how we looking? Not ideal. Our archers, we're going to try and focus this general with fire arrows. Just if they each get a couple arrows into him, they're going to weaken the unit, which isn't a bad thing. You lads can go there and just run him down. We're going to come round and I think we're going to start charging this and then try and fold. We're going to get in here and fold that round as much as we can. They're basically in a bad way, that's good. They're probably not coming back, so let's get you boys here. How tired are we? They're active now, that's fine. Just warmed up, feeling ready. We're hitting the general now, and we are probably going to start dropping them now with some of these volleys. I am going to leave 2 of you on fire arrows, the rest of you are just going to normal. You lads are going to go in here, and you're going to go in there, and then you lads are going to come a bit wider, and we're going to charge them, and again we're going to try and fold this. How is our actual melee units? The professional soldiers are doing pretty well here, so that's good. These light spear infantry are about to charge us. We're not going to allow that to stand, so we're going to move you lads up and hopefully absorb you with them. They are done. Though it's probably the hardest unit we have to fight here that's now running, which is excellent. And then you 2 lads can come here. Good. Right, you're going to try and come here. We're ignoring their existence. You lads are going to come this way and actually chase them down. That's good. Right, our little peasant lads here have done a pretty good job at buying us time. Here we are now starting to drop them, which is the dream. General, we have pulled you through pretty well, that's good. You lads are running them down. 1, 2 here are going to get stuck into them. You boys are going there, you boys are covering. They're getting absolutely hammered now. Front line is holding. We're going to need our cavalry, they're unfortunately not done. They can come around here, you boys can come this way, and we're going to try and charge some of them and just disrupt them. What's this here? Light speed infantry. This should be a walk in the park for the boys here, I think. Right, you boys can get out of there, get around there. Their cavalry has decided that they were getting involved here, so they've actually charged in. They're probably dead. We're engaging them with our for want of a better word, shit boys. You boys come here, general come here. Okay, this is looking okay. Receive some flavours. 5-year-old pirates grog. Oh. A little hint of vanilla, yeah. Honestly, it's... I wouldn't say it's converted me to rum, because I'm definitely not like a consistent rum drinker, but it's got... I mean, I'm not a frequent drinker, right? But it's went the way that if I am having a drink just now, I can't really see past it. It's that good. We are going to pop a rally when we're close to the front. And the Inspire's already done. Right, these guys should be done. We do need to run down here as much as we can, because these guys could come and help the second army that's unfortunately coming to fight. That's them done. Archers, you absolutely stop firing. Please stop firing. Face that way, in fact. Right, run down. On you go. Have some fun. Have some fun. Have some fun. Go get them, boys. They're looking good. We're going to come here. They're going to get away, unfortunately. You can hit them. You... Oh shit, that's the wrong button. Not the archers, they're definitely done. They can relax here. You lads can come this way. And hit them. Right. Speed up. Pretty clean win here, I won't lie. Pretty proud of how this has went in the desert. Just hope we've done enough here. Which is the bit I'm not sure of. That's fine. What have we got here? Again, we need to delete as many units here as we can. But yeah, Mark, honestly, I really enjoy this run. I'm not a rum guy, so hopefully it speaks to how tasty it is that I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Right, that's a pretty tremendous ass whooping. We did lose 1,000 men, but in terms of defensively, I think we're in a pretty good position. Look at our cavalry kills there. I know we're fighting Persians; they're mostly peasants with bows and arrows, but they're quite difficult to counter at times. So I'm pretty delighted with that. The problem is there's a second army coming. Just when the problems start. I am a little bit tempted here to maybe try and use this money to get maybe a couple of mercs here. We'll see how badly damaged the garrison is. Okay, that's a bit of an ass whipping. We only have 2 units left by the look of it. I am here going to ransom because I think we need the money. They're going to run away. The terror upgrade. Do we chase them down? Do we chase them down? God, it's tempting. Gentlemen watching, do we chase them down or not? What are people thinking? Minus attrition losses is good. That's also good. Do we chase them down and finish them off? Or not? Can they make it here in 1 turn? They can't! They can't come here. Let's do it. They should be able to run away. We're going to auto this because it should be an absolute walk in the park. Right, they're dead. We took a little bit of casualties in our cavalry there, which was surely he's not getting away, right? Yeah, I would say. Cordillion has done very well for us there. Always says the Fondel. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. We're going to pull back. We are getting back to the city, which is music to my ears. And then in here, again, we have... +4, absolutely. Commander of men and skilled tactician. So this is going to be someone on the right, the frontier. This one interests me. I'm going to take that. And then what do we want? I'll take military logistician, and I think I will go for ammunition. Could be good. Quartermaster, yeah. I mean, we're definitely going to be continuing to defend here. Do I take some of you lads? 1900 to recruit. That is a lot of money. I might just get 2 Sarissas here, and then I'll grab another archer. So that's probably our garrison done there. These lads should take 2 turns to get here, so this should be fine. How is the garrison? Garrison is at about 50% strength. That could prove a challenge. How much has that impacted Media's power balance? We're almost 50-50. Still low though. Right, okay, what are we doing now? Here we need some units to help defend, so we're gonna... oh my god. We'll take the 3 of them then. Here I am a little bit tempted to go back and try and delete them. I just don't know how safe this is. Ah, we need to. They could get between us and cause problems. They've ran away, and we're now dragged into unfamiliar territory. I'd be more tempted to ambush there than anything else, but that's okay. We've kind of given them a free turn where we've pushed them towards Palmyra, which I don't like. And then the lads here are moving towards Mazaka after the incredible defensive side. Do I put a new general in here? The local nobility, will put them in. Not navy. We need an army in here. Royal for loyal will do. Cavalry, fine. Right, that way we've got a governor in here, and that should help us mount a more sort of substantial defense. Yeah, this... I mean, I'm at a point now, Busker. I label this mod as what Rome 2 should have been, and I'd stand by that. We're thankfully not in a position here where we're worrying about population because we're fighting on our front lines. And most of our decent units are being recruited from only 2 provinces, which are... oh, here they come. Tell me they're not going north, are they? Don't go to Dura. Don't do this. I'm tempted to go just take Nabatea just now if Egypt doesn't make moves for us. If we take Nabatea, we're going to put the pressure on them. We might also be able to force a peace deal.
My offer is
The
shared
Kidri want
intricately
military
and with
access.
great care. Do not dismiss my words lightly.
They're already at war with Nabatea. Interesting. No, I don't want that just now. I don't want to enable them to move sort of freely through our territory. I think we're going to have to try and force a peace with them. So as long as... shut her upkeep's too high. Yes, yes. We'll use them and deal with it. This place is going to revolt, which isn't ideal. Can you guys make it here? You can. Please don't have a big army. Let's see how this plays out. How many turns? 8 turns. Could be interesting. Right, what's going on here? The rumours about that in Shadows some rivals. Let's meet with them. I can't remember the best outcome of that. Not off the top of my head. Right here, we are going to go towards Mazaka, but we will stay in our land and we will probably patrol here. There's no one there. That saved a lot bit of money and whatnot. You boys are doing fine there. We have you lads sieging there. So that's a total of like 23 units there. Palmyra's got a decent enough strength. Got some crap units that we should be fine. They are moving towards Hatra. I don't think we would be able to defend against that at Hatra. So we would actually need some units there. It's difficult. Oh, it's difficult. You lads are replenishing pretty well. I wonder if we just bite the bullet here and disband as much as we can to try and save some money. Do I really need the archers? Probably not. 744. They're going to be at least one more turn to Hatra, right? Yes, right. I'm tempted to get rid of the two of these lads. They're going to give us an extra 123 a turn. I think we could continue patrolling or we could recruit. Scratch that, we don't have the bucks to recruit. Any new diplomacy? We're literally... Armenia might trade with us now. Nope, they won't. Right, we have a non-aggression. They don't want military access, but they do like us. They're just not trustworthy. The Kidri, they don't want anything else to do with us, do they? Sardes are still broskies. Seleukia.
The blessing of the Olympians upon you. What then do your noble people
They're at war with
desire?
everyone we want to be. Okay. We could military access them. I mean, at this point, we're just dragging out treaties. Wow. Really? It's insane.
These words, you bring joy
They've
to
just
my
secured
heart
us for a turn by
to my
getting
soul.
military access. Bactria really like
My
us.
friend, you have my ear for your speech, and if it profits my people, agree.
This option is used
Bactria
to
really
military
like us.
alliances. This allows you to
Yes, very good, my dear. Athens, are you likely to trade now that a bit of time's passed? Nope. Non-aggression? Nope. Macedonia? Bithynia? You may trade.
Greetings.
Nope. Right. Anyone want to peace over this side now? Yeah. Egypt still not? Nope. Galatia.
My time is better spent feasting and hunting than listening. So be quick with your...
If they hadn't taken a settlement, I would think about peace in Galatia. It would let us get rid of an entire army and focus elsewhere.
For the sake of friendship that has been,
Macedon.
I think trade.
Media, I doubt would. Yeah, we've kind of fair insulted them. Nabatea would. Oh, that's tempting.
Be fearful if you come with false words, dripping with honeyed lies.
Okay, gentlemen, what do we think here? Friends and individuals watching with us. I think we get 3 grand in peace. Do we do it? Baskor, good night, mate. I appreciate you stopping by wholeheartedly. I am tempted to do this just to try and secure one frontier. We are sieging them. Toxic, by the way, I did see you come in. I don't know if I acknowledge you, but I hope you're doing well, my brother. We kind of need this, don't we? We do that, our army in Judea can march towards Egypt, and we can maybe try and take Alexandria, and that should finish this front. We can then reduce the size of that army and recruit elsewhere. Proto, how you doing, mate? I don't think I normally listen to you. I don't think I will this time. I think we're going to take this.
There is little profit
Would they trade with us? It'd be good if they did.
Welcome, I suppose.
It'd make me feel more secure. I just don't trust them. Right, that's fine. So they've peaced. That means that army's now somewhat redundant. This army is now going to march towards Alexandria. And then financially, all of a sudden, we went from rags to riches. They can't do anything now. And then one thing we could do, right? One thing we can do is move you. Hatra's part of. Yeah, okay. So if we move you to there, we can recruit from our main pool and reinforce Hatra. We could then, I mean, I'm talking a bit ahead of the game here. We could even go on the offensive here. Because if we can take like Ganza, if we can take Ekbatana, that's a hell of a choke pointed city that we can use to our advantage. So, in here, oh, we're so low on money though. Get 3 you lads. And 2 Sarissa. I think that would leave us in quite a pretty position. If I get rid of the 3 you, I'm going to save a decent bit of income per turn. It's kind of bought us an extra turn, I would say. You lads are going to be able to attack Mazaka next turn. That'll put them in a pretty unfavourable position. It's not straightforward. Martin, it's very much the same map as Vanilla. There's just, I think there might be slightly more settlements, but don't quote me on that. I think there might be more factions as well. Right. Armenia, you please trade with me. Just give me something so that I don't need to worry about you. That's all I want. Right, you lads. Right, we patrol, we're saving a bit of money there, and they're going to move towards Alexandria. Maybe even if we siege Alexandria, we could force Egypt into a peace and then focus on our sort of truer enemies to the north and the east. Anyway, ending the turn with a bit of bated breath. It is a nice looking map, Martin. It really is. How have you been anyway, man? What's been occurring? What would be your best tip for new streamers as you've been? Baskor, I started streaming 6 years ago. It was all about the grind. Shit. Keep the head down. Keep doing what you do. Play what you enjoy, and people will be more likely to stay around and actually enjoy watching. And the biggest bit of advice I can suggest to you is hide your view count. Never watch it. Never pay attention to it. Stream as if there's 1,000 people watching you. That's what I would say all the time. Just hide your view count and ignore it.
There is barely enough money in your treasury to cover costs.
War target invalidated. That's Sparta's joined their enemies again. Rebellion. Oh man, so much fun stuff going on here. Brilliant. Now, do we gamer here? If we do that, are they reinforcing us? They are not reinforcing us.
Besieging the settlement.
That's fine, that's fine. Right here.
Ready for orders.
Is this okay?
At once. None will escape.
I'm not going to fight this because, quite honestly, we don't have to. They're in trouble. I like that. Occupy. Absolutely. What I'm also going to do here, though, is reduce numbers. Because financially, we're not doing excellent. We're going to leave them. That's fine. Okay, Mazaka is a new one for us. So we are going to use our abilities here to convert and try and make some money from this as quick as we can. We've somewhat balanced our outcome here. But seeing it going up, yeah, I know what you mean. But I also don't do this trying to get success anymore, Baskor, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I do this because I kind of have a community and I honestly really enjoy doing it. Now, let's brain trust on the east here. Do we combine these armies, leave a governor here, and then move down to hope to combine a new army here and go for a march east? So Odysseus' wanderers could come this way, or do we go up for Ganzak and rely on our garrison here doing... I mean, how strong is it? How does this look? Not great. This might be one that we wait. I wonder if we send this as a relief army. I do wonder if we send this as a relief army. So they're going to go... We might need them to go this way. It's going to be 3 turns. Ouch. Right, you're going to transfer the boys to here. So we're doing that. I believe this is our son here, right? Right? Get rid of these 2. And then they're going to head that way. And you're going to go into here and act as a governor. Right, we're going to be at 3 turns, I think. If they attack us within that window, we should take them, I think. So we'll see. Man, this is a precarious... We're 1 loss in the wrong place from this campaign collapsing like in and itself. Which is not where we want to be. Let's march this way. We're still taking massive disease and attrition losses here. You guys patrol here? You can. Just need the public order to balance a bit. Why is it so bad? Cultural differences, right? Okay. It's somewhat balanced now, at least. So that's something, I guess. Right, here we've sieged them. This is more of like a sort of bluff, because, I mean, obviously we're not winning that. We're not going to win that. And then here what we could do is combine these armies and see what's what. Okay, you lads have done your bit. You're in there as a governor, that should be okay. You lads could patrol, save us a bit of money, and some public order. They're moving down. Right, okay, relief armies moving east. You've just been playing Hoi. Anything exciting? Mods? Vanilla? Okay. I don't like the amount of Egyptian agents that are running about next to our king's army there. Ah, there's another army coming. Pergamon has attacked Sardes. Cool, another new enemy. Love that for us. Mods? Do you play a lot of modded Hearts of Fire in general? Defense? No, Serenica. Oh, I like what you did there, General. I like that. It's a play in words. I see. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? There's 2 armies here now. Oh well, we just got a massive amount of bonus income. Okay, I don't really know what we should do here because I don't think we're beating both of them.
For glory and honor.
7 turns till surrender. The other problem we have is this army is going for one of these 2. We don't know which. And a relief army now can't move to relieve. That's a problem. Unless you can move a lot further, can't you? Unless we send you lads here. Oh, that's a risky move. That's our son as well leading that. Oh, bollocks. Right, can they make it here in 1 turn? No, they can't. So if we go there, that's fine. And if we go in there, that's fine. They can't make this in 1 turn. So if we go there, and then we don't do anything, we just recruit. Got 11 grand. 3 more of them then, I guess. What were we researching here? We've researched that, so we've got the production bonus. We researched that. We've got -2 yeah, let's do that. Then we'll look into military. Right, we've taken Mazaka, which is good. Take that, and then I think we'll move this army to here to siege this. Is that going to be enough?
To battle!
Doesn't look like it, actually.
Commander, make haste, men.
Right, we're going to do that, and we're just going to auto-resolve this one because it's just a garrison. Trimble, how you doing? You ideally want difficult when you play DEI as normal. It's how the AI works sort of most efficiently. I am tempted to piece them. But also, if I take Ankara, I have somewhat... It's one less enemy though, isn't it? It's one less enemy.
You have the ear of my people. Do not waste words. We are worthy of better.
They won't trade, but we could probably bleed them for a good amount here.
Be grateful.
Maybe we keep pushing here. We're having a decent bit of success, actually. You lads, you're in there, which is good. You can kind of move that way a little bit. We can upgrade you lads. So, public order bonus. This army's kind of doing everything, so I feel like we can pretty much use whatever we want here. Minus banditry. This guy was a governor by origin. We'll take let's go political reformer. That doesn't seem terrible. Oh, we've got one more.
Whoa,
Damn.
whoa.
Proto.
I heard massive amount of bonus income and I'm doing my part. Theron 12 milady.
Proto, you know the funny thing, right? We're so financially unstable just now. I'd take 1,300 denarii or whatever they call it in this. I take 1,337, aka leet, top up of our inventory just now. That's how low we're doing. But Proto, I really do appreciate your continued support. Support. And appreciate you, man. Appreciate you wholeheartedly. Do you know why I do not have the other option to perform a trade agreement with other factions? Mad Me, how you doing? I need a bit more information to try and offer any assistance. What exactly is going on when you say that? What do you mean the options? Local Galatians. You know what? Let's local jobs for local donkeys here, right? We got a couple more lads here. We could probably push and maybe even take... We take Ankara, we secure this area for Sardes, who, I mean, we technically have one of their settlements now, but that's a them problem, you know? Here we're kind of in the position of the middle where we can move to either to help defend. And this is a shit show here. This is a real shit show here. We do have a reinforcing cavalry army that's coming, but it ain't looking pretty. They can get there in one turn. Ideally they don't attack us now because I'm pretty sure they'll be reinforcing and we're going to be fighting like 8,000 men. What's been wrong with you anyway, Proto? Anything exciting? Anything new? Anything wondrous? Can you guys move? Shit, you can. Right, let's go to here. Anything coming, question mark? Man, we can't see shit here. Right, we're at full health, supplies good. We're going to be there in like 2 turns. I think if we siege Alexandria, we might be able to get a peace deal here. Armenia, again, we border you now. We've got a bit of aggressions near you. Nope, still not having it. Okay. Where's Egypt? I would peace Egypt at any point. We've taken a lot from them. We're going to end turn. We're a lot of what's going on just now is in the AI's hands, so we need to wait and see. Blind, are you still here, by the way? Okay. Oh shit. Holy shit, that is not what I expected to see. Oh my god. Holy crap. Okay, let's draw them back a bit if we can. Please don't be able to attack me. Please don't be able to attack me. Okay. That is a very beefy army that I wasn't expecting to encounter. Oh, the Galatians do have an army left. Okay, 10,000 versus 2,800. And our reinforcements are having to watch from afar. This is the terror of Phobos and the garrison. Cordillion cornered. We've got five cavalry that are of use, including a general, 2 decent melee. This will be interesting. I think their sheer numbers and the weighting down of our army could make this interesting. Again, the other thing... Oh. We just crashed. Now, technically speaking, despite the issues we had first stream, that is technically speaking the first crash we've had of this. I'm going to mute this so I know to edit. It did crash, okay, and for the record, it was an error message that I've never seen in Rome 2 before. So there you go. It's nice as Steam to remind you of these things, isn't it? I hope we've not hit like a bugged battle, because we'll end up having to auto-resolve it, and auto-resolve will definitely, undoubtedly do us dirty here. It also means that we also have broke off our cavalry from our defensive army that was patrolling the border to come south here hoping it can help, and it can't help because it can't make it in time. / the battle can't be fought because of some sort of issue. Anyway, I'm going to mute again because I have no idea where I'm editing to here. Hello, Mama. The error message was a load of gibberish and it said null. Literally it said null. N-U-L-L. Right, back, capturing, good, let's see. So Bascore, I am multi-streaming right now, so I'm also live on YouTube. And what I'll do is basically the VOD goes up. Oh, I think we might run away here. The VOD goes up on the YouTubes. I will edit it down all the downtime. I'll add timestamps to it, and it doesn't get great views, but it adds up. I've been trying to push for about 18 months now for the whole partnership.
Shall we hag at each other until our enemies can gorge themselves on...
Interesting. That didn't happen last time. So I'm just ending them together, trying to... Okay, right. If this crashes again, I'm not entirely sure what we should do here. But again, I will say to anyone, the map you're about to see in this... hopefully loads right there. Is one of the most interesting siege maps in all of Rome 2. Nah, not really, but Busker, I just edit, I just chop off downtime and leave it on. But it's a total grind and people, there's not that many people want to watch it. I think we might have a bugged battle here, which is so sad because it's a pivotal battle. And we are fighting 3 versus 1 in a pretty cool defensive siege. I am going to do the thing that I'm sorry, if anyone has epilepsy and is watching the VOD or watching live, you don't want to watch right now. You want to skip through. Also, just clock this. Why does that look like Legolas? Anyway, we have Task Manager. I'm going to do the thing with the thing. Where are you, Rome? You are there. Right, we're going for this. There we go. Has that helped? That's the question. I've just changed the affinity, as we previously did. Is it? Oh, it's loading! Holy shit, it's worked straight away. Holy shit, it worked straight away, General. You saw it live this time. What do you think? Oh my god, it instantly worked. Guys, I'm going to throw back to, like, I don't know what year General can probably tell us. So that's cool. Right, where's the enemy reinforcements coming from? I can't see an arrow, which really concerns me. Okay, here's our army. They are all round one gate. Do we have a second gate nearby that we can... This is a pretty cool situation here. We can... Okay. I like it. I might just leave these guys here if I'm honest. We do have traps. I might set up this as like a kill zone and we can always fall back and defend like around here. So if we put a load of stone pits like here. And I might just in case they are coming from behind us and the game's been a bit of a knob and not showing us. Which is a very distinct possibility. That'll do. In fact, I'm not going to put them in. They only kill like 20 or 30 men. Right. These are our peasant ship boys. I mean, incredible defensive garrison. Then we have 2 units that are ours. Oh, sorry, there's another one here. Right, there we go. We have like 6 archers. We're definitely going to... They have a lot of ladders, actually. And a ram. Okay, so the defense of the walls isn't going to go great. I can tell you that without any additional foresight. I think that... No, we'll just put everyone on the walls. Why not? There we go. Right, spears. I think we're just going to choke point this area and try and hold as best we can. That being said, we have bronze shield pikemen that will hold this area like the heroes that we know they are. So they're going to stay there. We have some Persian hoplites. They're going to go there. And then we have 3 units of Greek hoplites. They can hang back a bit. Here we've got 3 units of, let's just call them what they are, shit boys. And then this cavalry is going to be so pivotal here. Like, so pivotal. We're going to bring them straight out. The big question is, where are the reinforcements coming from? I don't think you can put traps out the walls. When was the... Oh, fuck me. They're coming from the complete opposite side. Right, okay. So, U4. U4. We probably need to defend the gate. You guys can come here. Right, everyone. Just going to put guard mode on, but that's okay. Nope, okay then. Right, you lads come to here. We're going to go and just charge what we can here and take out what we can. This battle's a huge ask, which I don't think I need to tell anyone. I think everyone is quite aware of that being the case. So pikes are going to defend the gate, hopefully choke point the hell out of it. Alternatively, we could fall back and maybe choke point like here. And then use our cavalry to sort of smash around. So we're putting up a spirited defence on the walls. No, they don't have any rams and ladders, but they will absolutely just burn through this. Ideally, what we're going to do is spirited defence and then fall back to here. Put you lads on the walls just to buy a bit of time. Right, are you lads coming towards us here? You absolutely are. Very light spearmen are still spearmen, unfortunately. You lads can go there, you can go there, and then you two can stay here. We're going to try and divide their attention and then hopefully smash them from behind. Ew. You go there, you go there. They are not really looking towards us. Every unit we kill outside the walls here is a bonus. You come here, you come here. Again, we're looking to just overwhelm them so they don't know where to look. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. They're done. They're done. Again, if we can kill 2 units here and get our cavalry away with minimum losses, I am taking that as the win that it is. They are going to get wrecked. Hopefully they're also going to get wrecked. Our archers are trying to do their thing. Just need to keep an eye on these. As soon as units are dead here, we need to get out. So you lads just get in there. They're done. They're not coming back. We need to hit them and then run because there's a lot of skirmish fire coming in here. I think we may actually just need to run. Let's just get them out. You guys just run. You need to get out because those units are coming this way. Taking a lot of casualties there actually. Cavalry is going to be the thing that wins this for us, so we need to be very, very careful. Let's move down to here. We can draw them over and just let... We need to give the walls as much time to do the work as we possibly can. They are not skirmish enough. They're very light melee infantry. All of them. Oh, it's so tempting. Let's put them there. General can go out the flank with his other companion unit. The other 3 of you form up here. Right, reinforcements are starting to approach the walls on the other side, which is not good for us, but it should be okay. You lads, we're going to just try and charge and engage 2 units here if we can. E.g. you, and then we'll bring the heavier units in here to hopefully offer assistance. And there. Put you boys around here and we'll try and charge them. They're getting wrecked though, which is nice. You're going to come here. You boys are going there. You boys are going there. Right, see if we can delete them. Ram's going to do some work, unfortunately. Lads over here just about getting to the walls, which again not really ideal, but we're going to do it. These boys are running, so we're pulling out. We're doing the bare minimum here with the maximum effect. Again, every unit we can kill here outside the walls is one less that are very battered infantry have to fight. Or beastmen. I would take either of those men at this point. We're going to retreat back inside the walls now and make them rethink what they're doing. They're wasting ammunition on these guys as well, so that's not a bad thing. Archers, we are going to move you off of the wall soon because we're going to need every arrow we can get. We have managed to burn a few siege weapons, which isn't bad. The ram's not miles from being on fire, but I think we're going to retreat these boys and we're going to sort of mount a spirited defense. Right here, what we got? Oh, so many men. Right, what we got here? They're going to have to burn the gate and come through the gate. They can't climb this. So, with that in mind, let's put you literally there. Let's put you there, and you can go there. We just need to hold this whilst our army does the work on this side, basically. Put you boys here. Our arrows are passively trying to do what they can. Pikes are there. Put the boys here. We will take the most battered units and we're going to move them to here to just try and block this if we can. And then same here, they're going to go to there just to block that if we can. I just selected an archer unit by mistake, my bad. They're going to come to here and go to normal shot. Not fire at 12. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to move just so that we're not being fired upon ideally. They are in pig formation now. How are you boys getting on? You're moving up. That's fine. Right, you lads. Formation. What the hell are you doing? Move up. Jesus. It's fine. Formation. Hey guys. You boys are in formation again. Just trying to avoid fire. We just need to hold that. Archers are falling back. The rest of the lads here are going up to the walls. Again, one of the hardest... Ah, shit, they've got through already. Right, okay. You boys are in formation. We're going to move you to there. You two are going to move to here. And then we're just trying to shelter. Cavalry is going to choose its moment. And then we're going to run out. They're all getting a bit of a breather. We're going to choose our moment, run out. And then just try and rear charge them and break them if we can. Meanwhile, this has to hold until the other side has came to a conclusion. Then we have to rally the men, run back round to this side, hopefully rinse, repeat. We do have an additional gate, but it's not exactly where you choose it. So we need to now exercise a bit of patience and let these lads do what they need to do. We're going to move our archers around to this side and hopefully they can contribute around there. Here we just need to hold like we dream of, basically. Let's hold that, they're holding that, they're holding that. Right, okay. Friends, I need you to pray for me here. Cavalry, it is not quite time yet. We need them all committed. We need all... Oh shit, we've actually lost the cavalry. Didn't realise. Did not realise that. We need them all into the breach here. So, here we're doing okay. We've got 2 spare units. We can call it that. We're going to move them here so they're just as close as we can. Morale is very low here for them, I would say that. Over here we do have some men that are in the vicinity. Again, we're gonna try and reinforce this if we can, and just try and keep as much of a layered defense here as we physically can. You are right, I've completely forgot about the fact they have no siege equipment here, so they are gonna have to burn the gate and then try to come through it. That'll still be burning for a wee while. Do we come out and probe? Yes, we do. Gentlemen, we're going to put the 2 Sarissas there, and then the 2 companions that are going to come around this side a bit more, and we're going to absolutely hammer them if we can. And hopefully mash rout them. The problem is they're also up on the walls still. So there is that. Boys here are holding. We're going to just get a bit of a layered sense of defence here. We need to keep that buttoned. Pray for me, friends. Pray for me. To the gods and all that. We're going to get these archers whilst we can up on the walls to rain down death, which they should be able to do pretty well. We'll get 2 of you here, and then the other 2 of you there. Cavalry, how are we looking? Are you out the walls yet? You are. Let's move you lads to here. You lads can come to here. Now, medium spear infantry are going to present a little bit more of a challenge, so we are going to try and kite their fire a little bit. We need to hit them from multiple sides at once. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. That's fine. Right there. We need to eliminate these lads before we can get in there into the juicy rear. Speaking of juicy rears, hi Cliche. I hope you're doing well, man. Right, these guys are about to get rear charged. On that note, oh, the frames. On that note, we're going to just converge on them with 4 units of cavalry from multiple sides. They're gone. Right, this needs to end quickly. We're going to move a cavalry around here more in support than anything else. Archers, we're going to double check your situation. And then what we're going to do is try and get you lads on the walls to start raining down a little bit of le fire. Our peasants here are going to do this. We're going to get you lads up here, and we'll get ready to start firing at them. Right, cavalry, we need to keep an eye on you because you're actually in a precarious position. We're also going to try and delete these units when we fight them now. You, how are you, Cliche? You good, mate? How's everyone going? Right, this is actually looking pretty good. They are collapsing, they're done. We're going to use this opportunity to move our companions to here. And then the other 2, once they've ran them down, are going to form up here, and we're going to try and kill Le General. At least that's the dream. So they're going to go there, and then we're going to go over this side just now and quickly check the situation. Again, they shouldn't be getting on the walls in any way. That's kind of nice. This gate is still burning. Once that comes down, it's obviously going to be a lot more intense and interesting. What's going on here? They have no idea. They're going to form up here. We need all of them in formation. You lads, I am very you know what? We're going to charge this. I'm fairly sure we could probably route that before they get up. We've kind of hit the side of the general here, which I don't like very much. The Persian archers here are getting their arse felt, which is good. They are unfortunately getting up the walls and their archers, which is not the ideal scenario, so we're going to go up and challenge them. You 2 are going to pull back, and then you 2 are going to charge in here. I think that's going to disrupt them a lot. You're going to reform, and we're going to bring you straight back in once you're ready. Let's go. There could be a chain route about to happen here. In fact, there not could be, there is going to be a chain route here. We're going to pop a rally and inspire. Oh, look at that. Oh, orchestrated to perfection. I feel like I'm there, like, oh, this is lovely. I'm enjoying myself. We are taking prolonged casualties the longer that goes on, though, which isn't ideal. You lads can fire at will once you're up on the walls. We need you lads going like there. You lads can go like there. You lads can go there, and then you lads can go there. There we go. They're then going to fire at will. We've got the defence of the gate. We just need to hold. We need to make sure that there's not too many of these guys die. So we've got a nice charge there. A lot of them are routing. We're going to pull out and just rest the boys. Your Sarissa boys are going to go that way, and the companions are going to go that way. We're going to run them down. I think the problem is, as much as we win this, and it technically will go down as a win, also, if we win it, we need to absolutely crush them to the point that they can't really fight again, because they could just come back and hit us in like a turn or two's time, and our garrison won't replenish that much by then. Here, I will argue that we probably need to be doing this just now and pushing them. Not in formation, that is. Right, cavalry is going to run a mockery now, so we're going to pull them back. The general is about all that remains, so you lads are going to go that way. You lads are going to go that way. Over this side, how we looking, lads? They are going round to try and burn our other gate, but they're just thinking about it by the looks of it. Our archers here are causing death and destruction. We have our peasant lads. They're going to come to here, and then you lads are going to reform here and just square up that defence. Right, cavalry, what you lads up to? Right, you boys there, you boys there. There, you boys are now being charged by a general unit, which isn't what we want, so you'll be up shit creek if that continues. So we're going to charge them, and then we'll hopefully get stuck in here just shortly. We're just trying to maximise casualties. We don't want any of these units coming back here. Right, this is good. Our boys are charging here. What we're going to do is grab these pikes, move them over. We'll start getting ready for a defence here if we do need it. But I'd say that's probably the more difficult army of the two dealt with, I think. Could be wrong. Been wrong before. That's fine. You lads shouldn't really be fighting. You should be in reserve. Cavalry, away. Ah, general's coming again. Again, the hard thing here is we need to make sure they run and don't come back. What are you? Very light. Fine, we'll hit you. Don't know where their card is. Deb, hello ×2. Appreciate that immensely, if I'm honest. Trying to really grow the YouTube side, so that means it means a lot. What are you? Heavy shot cavalry. Didn't even know we'd recharge some of them. These lads are very out of breath, so we're just going to bring them to here. These lads are going to come this way, and we're going to recharge the gate. I think the gate will collapse if we do that. I don't mean the literal gate, I mean the men fighting there. Right lads, in we go. You boys can take a breather there. Just need to be careful of the general. What are you doing, boys? Right, we need to close in there, collapse on that, and then once we've done this, I think they're going to rout here. You lads are getting to... No, you're not getting to run, are you? Oh, let's just hit them. We should rout them. They are routing. General's coming into, which I don't like. We're going to have to run this way. Again, they have spears, so we don't like that. And Proto, I'll take that comment. Masterpiece Part 1 is almost done. The second, we're just getting the paint ready. I need to keep these boys fresh. Casualties are mounting here. Our cavalry here is somewhat ready. We're going to move them over towards this gate, and then we'll see what the crack is. I think we're going to have to move these pikemen to here to try and man that gate. Cavalry, what are you up to? The general's coming again, so I think we will move this way. Our cavalry here is about for throwing in the flag. I think it's mostly just fatigue. They're routing, that's okay. That's okay. Let's move this way. How are you guys for fatigue? They're winded, that's fine. A big dinner can leave me winded. What can I say? Right, at this point, we're going to dispatch you individually. So you lads are going to deal with them because I'll get you out of the way. You lads are going to deal with them, I'll get you out of the way. And you lads are dealing with them. Here, we are going to grab everyone and just offensively push. Here we have our pikes that are moving around this direction just to try and man the gate. Here, I think this choke point should take its toll in good time. It's already starting to, which is good. Their heavy shot cavalry is charged in first, which is absolute music to my ears. The two archers that are out of ammo, I am going to retreat them back towards the centre square. So I've got some bodies there. You lads are doing just grand, if I do say so. That's good. We're going to move them back. I think most of these lads are gone now, and we're just going to try and smash these skirmishers. Then we'll reform. These lads are taking very slow and precarious casualties, but casualties nonetheless. I'm going to grab our lads here. We're going to move them to there so that they can move in and reinforce should they need it. Guard mode. I think they're about to break. This has been a battle, by the way. This has been the first battle of the campaign that I wouldn't say I'm sweating, but it's been difficult. The casualties are mounting in our cavalry, so it's not This isn't done yet. Glorious Barbarian. First of all, that's exactly what you are, okay? Your hair's very luscious, even though you are a barbarian. But yes, this is DEI. It's Seleucid, and it's been quite painful so far, if I do say so. We'll run our cavalry here once they arrive here. That can be their break. How are you boys getting on? How tired are you? They're exhausted. That's fair. They've had a shift. How many kills have they got? 403 is not anything to be turning your nose up at. How many men have they got? 202. Let's get back into phalanx formation. We'll just push them a bit, and then we're going to go back over here. I think we can turn our main focus to here now. So you lads, let's get in defensive formation. We'll move up, and we'll just sort of reinforce this if we can. We need to just hold them there and get them tired. Our cavalry's making their way around here. I appreciate that, ex-mad me. It's the plan's gone well so far, but there's plenty of time left for it to go wrong. As you can see, the balance of power, despite us basically smashing one army, is still very much in the enemy's favour. Reg Fred. It's going. The way I would describe it is that it is going, and they are routing. Oh, how tired are you? You're tired. Okay, that's looking okay. Right, we need to get our cavalry around here. Our archers, we have managed to retreat them. They're basically manning the line. Again, we're not going to get to do this here, right? But see, if your walls collapse in this map, you have the most epic defense. You end up fighting in the middle point here. You can basically choke point around the choke point off the choke point. And then if you really need to fall back, there's always a hell of a battle here, especially if it's attacking this way, and you can hold the tower. Coolest map in Rome 2. Tension is such a dread feeling. Really enjoy. Yeah, Glorious, that's the weird thing. Sardes always stay with you. Shout outs to Sardes. Everyone else in the bin, right? 10%. Yeah, the auto resolve's not something that I would rely on. You're completely correct. Right here, we're going to try and break a general, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Okay. Anyway, our cavalry's arriving. We are going to give them a breather before we throw them into the mix. Here, how we looking, lads? Casualties are mounting here. I'm wondering if we move our Babylonian heavy spearmen in just to try and release some of the pressure from our hoplites here. I think we'll do that. I personally, right, I don't think there's a total war that's captured, like, just being able to sit and watch this. I'm not going to call it ambience because it's people fighting for their life, but you know what I mean. There's something incredible about being able to watch this and it just unfolding. There's a lot of skirmish fire coming in here, which I don't like. How are you boys getting on? Are we winning? They're almost right. Okay, cavalry, you really do need and deserve a break, so we're going to try and give you lads that. What's going on here? Are they burning this? I mean, they're thinking about burning it. Now, if we go out this gate, can we make our way around here? We can here. We'll have to run all the way back, all the way around. Yeah, it's not worth it. I think we just try and push our way through here if we can. Again, the general here is just standing taking slow casualties. These lads are not looking great, so I'm tempted to try and withdraw them. I think we might. You boys get out there, try and keep you alive, because you're probably going to have a... That being said, that's both the armies in this fight. We'll buy at least one turn's worth of replenishment, even if we shit the bed here. These boys are going to do pretty well, I think. How many kills have they got? 41, but it's coming up slowly. Yeah, they're just slowly dying. Over here, how many left? 116. So they're taking casualties as well. Anyway, guys, now that we're here, we can create some idle chit chat. I think this one's a conclusion. It's just a matter of how many we lose. Anyone doing anything cool this weekend? And by this weekend, I probably mean just tomorrow. Anyone doing anything cool tomorrow? What's our archers doing? Why have they ended up... Why are they on the walls here? Don't get that. How are you boys getting on? Fresh, winded, tired. You're still waiting just now. Did we bring these pikes out and engage? You know what? The quicker we bring our boys out here and we engage them, the quicker we're going to free this up. I think this is a good move. Right? I think it's a good move. We just need them to get out and actually be able to create their formation before they engage. And then these lads are in trouble. Doesn't look like they're going to give us that opportunity though. Not fully anyway. Should be fine. Anyway, if we break them, our cavalry can get out of here and start recharging some of this, which should ruin them, I think. How's this looking, boys? Again, at this point, I'm going to try and pull some of our hoplites back. It's mostly to give them a breather, and it's also to let these lads do their job. That's what we need them to do. There we go. How are we looking here, lads? Pikes are engaging. Again, those cavalrymen are just sitting, resting, waiting for the opportunity to come out here. Our pikes are sort of fighting their way, trying to clear them. The archer towers and the walls are just continuing to just dink, 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 dink away at them. I think they'll break soon. You better believe we're going to be on their rundown. Have we won this? Oh my god, they're gone. They are gone. Excellent. Right, you lads can stay here. I don't think we're going to need you again, which is a massive bonus. Okay, 50%. I mean, look at the balance of power. It's still almost non-existent for us. Right. How are we looking here, boys? Taking more casualties than I would care to admit. Right, how we doing over here? You lads are taking some fire. Again, the reason we're doing this is to basically give these lads a breather. They're very tired, they're winded. You lads are winded. They're fresh. Let's move them to here. In fact, I think we're going to charge them in here and try and collapse these guys that have somehow managed to fight their way around to the periphery of our units. That should be okay. And then, now that we're here, we'll do that. What we're basically doing now, friends, is committing them to the fight, trying to fatigue them to the point that they run away, and then see what the crack is. They are almost done here. Good. Good. Again, the balance of power just doesn't seem very genuine here. They are, I think they're running. Not quite fully running, but they're deciding that this isn't their fight. We're going to get rid of the pike formation, we're going to do that, and then get them to form up here. And then I'm very tempted to run our cavalry out. They are all fresh. Let's do it. I think we could probably move these lads to here and then they'll... Yeah, I think if we move them up, we're basically covering our cavalry whilst our cavalry get out of there. Now the question is, do we charge these lads and try and kill them? I think we should. As long as they don't front up and start fighting us, I think they're done here. Let's go. If they turn around, we're in trouble. If they keep doing what they're doing, then they're dead. They're not turning around. They're going to continue doing... Yeah, they're done. Killing that general might break that army. The problem we have is that we don't want to break the army. We want to kill the enemies. There we go. That number's going down lovely and fast. We want to hear enemy general has fallen. I'll make sure we hopefully delete them. Do me. Let's go. Put the lads round to here. Enemy units here are starting to rout, which is absolutely stupendous. You two are active, you're pretty much good to go, so we're going to move you to there and then we'll just move in and reinforce. You lads are in formation, you lads are in formation, we're just going to reform. Units are routing, enemy general has decided this isn't for him. Or they like spearmen, that should be okay. Pop the speed up, we'll move round. When I do the VOD, do you think I can label this as like the great defense of Seleucia or Seleukia? Do you think that's a fair description of this as a tag time event? Or do you think I'm playing on words? Either way, that's what I'm going to use. I'm just creating a conversation, I guess. You guys are active, but you're taking fire. General, we don't want you charging first. You two come here, go up there, and then here we're gonna rally. That's gonna kill these guys, I think. You need to come that way and stay away from them. Okay. Last of the rums about to go. Thoroughly enjoyed that this evening. Okay, these guys are pretty much done. Let's rear charge. We need to kill as many of them here as we can. Babylonian boys, let's get stuck in. Oh shit, they're actually skirmishing us pretty hard here. That's fine, they're gone. What a win. What a win. Woo! 1,000 men loss for the kill of 5,500. I am very I'm very delighted with how that went. I thought we were about to be in big trouble. We've definitely taken casualties that we're not. If they have 2 more armies that are going to be here within 2-3 turns, we are in massive trouble. Thanks, Requin. I feel like you've actually just issued me with a poetic license, so I appreciate that. The okayish and slightly, I like it. I like it. We'll use it. I genuinely think if they'd had any reasonably armoured troops and had been able to hold at a gate for long enough, we'd be in trouble. But you know, that's 3,000 versus 10k. I'm sure most YouTubers would put that in a title and be like, the epic defense of. I mean, I think Seleukia, the ground around this is going to continue being fertilized. We are going to ransom here because that is way too much money. Our reinforcements, very interestingly, could probably mop up that army, which is pretty cool. I like that. Pergamon's going to be a pain in the arse. I don't love that. And then Egypt, of course, is now countering us down their direction, which, I mean, that's going to make this a whole different challenge. They actually have a good army with a lot of pikes. Shit! The siege are straight away, which is a disaster. They're going to take this back off, so that's fine. We kind of knew this was going to happen. That's fine. We're on a slow fight with the rebels in Galatia here. The slow boulder. You need some friends. You're telling me.
So many units, the treasury is buckling under the weight of their upkeep.
Seleukia is under siege again. More attrition.
As well as putting your troops
Military traditions. Right, where are you guys? These guys are inside Seleukia, so this has to be defense focused. So we're going to go with that bad boy, and then we'll go with Strategos Spears, and we will go with Accomplished Skirmishers, because I think the boys did pretty well there. Right, now you lads, how does this look? Awful. However, again, we're going to do just a wee quick safety save here. You boys are going to attack them. This should be an auto-resolve. Apparently not. That's an auto-resolve. There's no way they actually beat us here. Okay, this does concern me. These boys are going to attack Hatra. We should be fine by doing that. I'd be very tempted to hire mercs here, but I'm going to try my best not to. Here, we were recruiting, but we're now not. I think we might be legally obliged to go and attack them here. I think we are. And we'll hire. Oh my god, our money is just our money's gone. Now, I don't think we can take them. That is so much pikes. I think we're gonna go here and we're just gonna garrison stance that. Would Egypt piece us, I wonder? The balance of power is still way off, but still. One person war declares. I mean, yeah, we are definitely in the Billy No Mates category. That's for sure. Right, we're losing 2.4k a turn, which is for anyone that can't do the old maths, it's not great. Sardes is under pressure from Pergamon. You lads would like to push up there, it's just not really an option at the moment. Media, I think, are going to come towards Hatra, which is rough. Right. I think here we need to attack them, take care of them, then move down as close as we can. And if we can get the cavalry here within 2 turns, they're done. But I think we're in a very precarious position. I think we're also going to end there for the evening. Guys, if you have been watching on the YouTube front, our plan this evening was to end a few of the wars. Moving up here, we have ended with the Adamatu. We've ended up striking back in areas that we didn't know we were going to be fighting, e.g. modern-day Turkey. We've hit back against the Galatians. We've taken 1 province, and we're probably going to take back the second. Egypt have us... let's not use the word scared. What's the word? Egypt have us with one eye trained on the horizon the entire time, because that's a very good army there, and it's supported by a second army. Media are throwing men at us, as are Parthava. So the main fighting area is now in the east, where our cities are overstretched, overworked, and there just isn't the manpower available to constantly replenish. But we're doing what we can. We are doing what we can. Guys, if you haven't been watching on the YouTube front, I appreciate all of you very much. Take care of yourselves. Suggestions on any plans or thoughts, please put them in a comment. Let me know what you think. And other than that, I think we're going to be defending Seleukia quite often going forward. But yes, other than that, take care of yourselves, and we will speak to you in the next one, friends. Goodbye. Goodbye for now. Toodles.